What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I just want to let you guys know, EA made this happen, bro. They've made me such a psychopath in this game that it's outrageous. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. But I'm going to tell you guys what happened. I'm going to explain to you. I can't really show you the score, but I got dominated in one of my last Super Bowls. For those of you guys that, watch my GmiasWorld gaming channel right here on YouTube and you're subscribed. Also, you listen to my GmiasWorld podcast right here on YouTube and you're subscribed. You guys are the real MVP. Let me know if you do all those and you're subscribed to all three channels in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for that support. Let me go over here and see what happened. So look, I got to another Super Bowl, okay? And pretty much I got the brakes beat off of me, right? But let me just let you guys understand what happened. I went to the zone, I went to like a zone type of scheme because I primarily put all my eggs in one basket. Like, you know what? I'm gonna run some zone because people are telling me that zone coverage is what it is and everything is good. EA Sports was like, nah. No. We made the game a man-based meta. It's a man-based meta. So if you don't run man, you're gonna get dominated. Now, what you may notice is a lot of guys run 3-3, they run nickel over, and it's different variations, you know what I'm saying? You could run Overstorm Brave, it's like cover one. It's a lot of different variations of the defense, but the one thing that's in common with everything is the fact that it is a situation where man coverage is dominant. So I'm just letting you guys see, I lost that last Super Bowl, but the joke's on the guy that beat me because you don't get rewards anyway. So I was looking at, yo, bro, it is what it is, but I hate losing. It is what it is. So because of that, this is what I did. I'm going to tell you what happened. I went out there, I had like, I told you guys I bought the Charles Woodson, and I'm like, yo, Charles Woodson got deep zone KO for 2. Yo, we in there like swimwear, everything is good, I don't care anymore. And then he was getting dominated. All right, like completely dominated. So here's the game plan. This is what I chose to do. I chose to go from 2 AP all the way up to 4. Now, giving him deep route KO, obviously I would love another corner that got it for less. But because he's one of the faster corners right now, it's all good. That Ty Law that's going to get released later, he may replace him, depending on what the whole situation is. Because I just feel, right, the outside players should have deep route KO. Why is that, G? Why do you think they should have deep route KO? I'm going to tell you. Mid route KO doesn't really do much when you start getting those out and up breaking routes. You get a speed boost from deep route KO. When they do the up and out routes or C routes and stuff like that, even though they look burnt, they'll get speed burst. Now remember, if you're getting beat by C routes or any type of route where there's a lot of zig and zag and it's on the outside receiver, you're gonna hot route that player out of man coverage into a deep blue zone so that he just runs straight back. And then if you get beat underneath, you deal with it, but you won't get beat for 6 because the guy won't break and go for 6, like he won't cut and your guy won't be able to react. So I went from using the 2 AP bonus addition in his last bucket to that. I was running deep out zone KO and everything was good and I was chilling and I was getting torched and dominated. So I've gone back to man because EA made me do this. Like, it's not, dude, do not fight the meta. You see all the years that people were audibling down out of nickel 3-3-5 and go all that stuff and going to 3-3, whatever they were doing. I chose not to do it because I'm like, you know what? Like, everybody's doing it, whatever. You can put your own spin on the defense. All right, but you have to run what the meta is because Madden over the last, I would say 4 or 5 years has been very, very meta based. You have to go back to like 25 and 15 where you'll see like different schemes where people had other things that worked. Right now, I'm warning you, I'm letting you understand, if you run these zones or whatever, yeah, you'll get knockouts in certain cases if you play back off cover 4 or whatever. But if you get people that run routes and they come out in tight and it's a bunch of stuff going on, these guys are going to still get dominated. Man coverage is where it's at, bro. You gotta run man coverage. And again, you can mix it up whenever you want. You can always hot route an individual player into another type of coverage. That's not a problem. But you must primarily focus on man coverage. All right? So that's what we did with him. We're using 4 right now. There are, guys like Bailey and stuff like that, we could run them, but Charles Woodson is just faster, and he just catches the ball when the pick is thrown to him. Now, moving on. McAllister, as you guys should know already, he is a little bit of an outdated card, but he gets mid-zone for 1. Now, you can rock mid-zone in slot areas. Mid-zone will go crazy in the slot areas. But when you start doing other things, outside of mid-zone, in the slot, primarily it doesn't work as well. And because he gets it for 1 AP in his last bucket when you power him up, he's absolutely worth it in that situation to go ahead and utilize him in this way. So I would recommend him right now. Going over with the other guys, we got Night Train. Now look, this is very, very interesting because I know a lot of you guys are saying, you know, Night Train plays actually in the man-to-man coverage. He covers the tight end. So I put him in at the safety position. So when I go to the man coverage, he's on the tight end and he overplays the tight end. He plays really, really well on the tight end. Just so you guys know that he's really, really good with that. I give him mid-zone again because he's on the inside. Your outside players, I would lean towards giving them deep, you know, the deep route KO. That's what I would lean to based on what I've been seeing and a lot of the formations that everybody's running. If for whatever reason you want to go deep KO on Night Train, you know, just because it's like, yo, he runs man-to-man or whatever it is, you could do that. Like, for instance, I can actually put Night Train on the outside and then put, to save some AP or to make it like max out and everybody gets like similar stuff, I could put Night Train on the outside instead of Woolen. And if you don't have Woolen, which is what I'm going to get to in a second, it might work out for you as well. To go ahead and do that. But remember, because I have Charles Woodson and he is not a man-to-man archetype, I'm going to overpay no matter what. But I could switch this. So the reason I'm showing you that he gets the 3 AP deep KO, deep route KO, is if you didn't get Woolen because EA screwed you out of your competitive points or your solo battles went down. A lot of differentiation has happened with EA Sports. Nothing has gone as planned. EA Sports is just like, listen, bro, deal with it. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is what we do out here. And finally, Woolen. Now, again, Woolen is an outdated card, but his height and his speed is actually really good. He's one of the better free cards that we've received from the competitive aspect of the game. So I want you guys to understand, although he's 89 speed, the 6'4" height and the deep route KO, he's going to stay with everyone. Like, if you just run any kind of man coverage, he's going to stay with anyone on any deep route. And like I said, he will get a speed burst and just start running rampant and wild. Okay? Now, I could also you know, switch him and let him play the tight end with mid-route KO, but I got news for you. He's not as elusive. What is this change of direction? He's not as elusive as, okay, he got an 86. What is Night Train? Because Night Train, the reason that I put him primarily to lock up the tight end is because he just runs with the tight end. You know, I can't really explain it. Like, he'll cut when they cut and just go with them. So I don't know what his change of direction is. Okay, that's why, 91. He's almost final tier. So the better players that have that type of agility and change of direction, they're going to be able to make those crazy cuts that they're like those fast tight ends with the, you know, they got the short out, short in type thing going on. When they light up and they go outside, Night Train will be good for that situation. So that's why I did it that way. Now remember, you could switch it however you want. Even though I have Charles Woodson on the outside, you could put Rod Woodson as one of the outside corners, and then you can put, you know what I'm saying? You could switch it and have Woolen or Night Train. You can mix it up. But I'm just letting you guys know, the outside defenders, for the outside receivers, your outside cornerbacks that defend the outside receivers, try deep KO, deep route KO on them, and let me know. But at the end of the day, EA Sports made me do it. It's the meta, guys. You got to go with the meta. It is what it is. If you have any other questions or comments, please let me know. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.